Hello. Welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3, and oh my goodness, I started recording before the pop-in finished. Oops, there is a gaping hole to the void, and oh, that building is missing its walls. Oh dear. There we go. Cool. Last we left, we did some investigating, we found some things out, and the load in on this no longer calls this Slip's game. They calls this Kiara's game. Like I said, the game does think Branwen's character is the main character because she's on my account. Okay. I don't know when it switched from Slip to Kiara, but oh well. This was a new thing we found.
These boots have seen everything.
We had an encounter with what do you call it? Orin the Red and some where is my pass without trace?
Right. Time to skulk about. What path lies before me?
What the hell is this?
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
Oh, these people.
I don't need any attention right now.
I've got a long road ahead. Should mind my step.
150.
2 days just to get hold of a Still Watcher optic module. And for what? Waste of time you don't have.
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
Okay, cool.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work.
Do you have anything to trade?
Only if you're quick.
Nimble finger gnomes. Okay, gnomes and halflings and dwarves. Okay. Martial exertion. Push past your physical limits, taking 6 to 36 physical damage to gain an additional attack and double your movement speed this turn. You take 66 damage. Gloves of the Iron Fist. Transform your strikes into weapons. Your unarmed strikes ring with the force of 1 to 8 bludgeoning. Strength saving throw, the impact sends them reeling. Advantage on strength saving throws. Only a monk. That actually might. What are you using?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Seraphic Pugilist gloves, which gives you guiding bolt. And as a level 4 guiding bolt, yeah, that's better. What? No. What is this? When you run out of movement speed during combat, the spirit of the stag lends its strength, pushing you further, granting you an additional 3 meters of movement speed. That's
No
good.
one would ever believe this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ain't good looking.
Yep. Okay.
No time to dally.
Boots is striding. What does momentum? Okay. These are better than what you're using. What else do we have? Remove curse. Smoke, powder, arrow. Let's try. Yep, okay. Roaring thunder. A lot of good arrows. Cure potion of salving. Prevent your target from regaining hit points. That sounds like a very Ilmater thing to do. It sounds very much not like a Ilmater thing to do. Yeah, arcane interference sounds good. Beast slain. Smoke powder bombs. Flash blinder. Wait. Ooh. Okay. Balance offer. Okay.
Now let me get back to it.
I should probably careful Neo traders their attitude towards you affects the prices of their stock. We should probably look into. Did it come over here? Yeah, they did. Cool. So if she uses all of her speed, then she gets an additional 3. Interesting. As adverse the other one, which only triggers when she casts a concentration spell and only lasts a short time and is only 1.5 meters.
You're here.
Okay, hold it.
Warbrim will want to see you. We've been taking a beating, but he's ready to hit back.
It stopped. But it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it?
Yes, it keeps happening. What is it?
There's something underneath the city. Inside the rock. But when I ask the stone why it shakes, it only screams. I want to go home.
Joy. Philomene.
You look different when you're not trying to talk someone down from igniting a barrel of rune powder. Tricky questions at Waldron. That's his job. I can make time for chatter after you know what's what.
I have a feeling we're not going to like this.
There you are. Good. We need to strategize. Wulbrin is planning something. Lots of moving parts. I'm still trying to suss the details myself.
And you look worried.
I am. I knew him rash, but this is unspeakable. Speak to him. Help him see sense. Someone has to.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise.
Lots of
I
very
can't imagine anything as bad as
subtle
this.
scarring.
The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant.
Yep, that's how it
Resistance
works.
fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope.
Gortash is a dead man. I have reasons of my own for taking him down.
As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy.
Okay.
But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle.
Yes, I did just crunch a cough drop. Sorry about that.
What? They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all. When he
Whoops.
becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change. Freedoms will vanish. And soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime.
Gee, does that sound familiar?
Fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it.
Personally, I put a lot of blame on Gortash.
A tyrant's nothing without lackeys. And the Gondians are the perfect lackeys. Dangerously intelligent, pathetically submissive. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit.
What was the plan?
Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Ironhands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility. And boom. Problem solved.
Yeah, but...
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking.
This sounds like mass murder.
It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are.
Gortash is the enemy, not the Gondians. I'll find another way.
There is no other way. But I believe in second chances. When you come crawling back here, and you will, we can talk.
Shadowheart disproves. No!
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed, but need to stay alert all the same.
Yeah, we're gonna leave because none of the rest of this is stuff I want to deal with. Okay, don't want to talk about the special tadpole. Do I want to go up this way?
Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
Huh. Is it Alt? It is Alt. There is a lever here. You know what? I'm going to save that for later. And head back out here. This is neat. I love the aesthetic of everything going very dark and black when you're not there.
Don't want to draw any attention.
Whoops. Oh, this isn't black and dark. What? That was interesting.
Light
Okay.
on my feet.
Okay. Okay. Let's head up. I believe we had a couple things we were working on. Okay. Disable the steel watch. Excuse me. Aid the Underduke. Yep, okay. Flowery key, something in a flop house. So we are getting closer to what we need. Frago's flop house. Huh. And the investigate the suspicious toys. Give me a moment. So, funny thing here. I hit a thing where... what do you call it? I hit a thing where, what should I say? Oh yeah. Something popped up on the screen that I didn't want to pop up on the screen. And in order to remember where to edit it, I ended the video early and started it back up again, intending to splice them together. But I forgot I had done that and did a full 29-minute video. So this one's ending a little bit short. You know what I could do real quick, just as an extra? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I was thinking I could make my character, my Paladin Caress from a tabletop game a while back, since I do have one of the mods that lets you play Yuan-Ti. Anyway, there are several different mods that let you play Yuan-Ti. I wish this one gave like more prominent scaling, but I guess that would go against the whole thing of Yuan-Ti being able to fit in among people. You know what? I'll go ahead and show here. We'll just go start a game, go into character creation. It was 16 minutes that I split it on, so let's go ahead and 7 minutes? Yeah. Excuse me. Nope, we don't need this. Who are you? Do not reset tutorials. Okay, so we're going to go to race. We have the different origin things, obviously. We're going to go to race. I'm going to go to Yuan-Ti. And what they have for Yuan-Ti is these eyes. You could have done this directly, but this mod does give you some of their abilities. You get Snake Bite. That's new. Poison Spray, which will almost never be used. Blood of the Serpent, immune to poison damage and can't be poisoned. That's old version. I generally prefer it when it's advantage, not immunity, but okay. Dark Vision, Magic Resistance. I'm kind of bored with Magic Resistance on Yuan-Ti. I understand where they're coming from and them being a highly magical thing, yada yada yada, making them good monsters to fight. I would have preferred for like playable Yuan-Ti to be more of the nature of like lean into the neurodivergence they're described as and give them resistance to charm and frighten. So advantage on saving throws to charm or frighten. That's what I would have preferred. And what is this? Serpentine Resistance. When you aren't wearing armor, your base armor class is 13. Serpent scales cover parts of your skin. That is not a part of the Yuan-Ti typically, and I don't see anything. Okay, anyway, we're going to go ahead and go into Paladin. Okay. That actually works fairly well since she used barrier tattoos instead of armor. Interesting. Lay on hands, divine sense, channel oath charges. We would not get to choose an oath until later. Her oath would have been ancients, but let's go ahead and do appearance. I'm going to go straight to hair. She's a Shressen paladin. That's good. It's not as... Now... Too bad you can't have like a Shressen background. And there wouldn't be any talk of it, no. She keeps her hair pretty free. It's not very curly. It's very straight. She doesn't quite cover her... She does keep it in a ponytail when fighting, though, doesn't she? Or away from her face, at least. Hair color. Blonde gold, yeah. Highlights. All highlight colors. Where was that lime green? You know what we could do is we can go here, get the lime. There we go. Then go to highlights. Is there a gold? There is a gold blonde. So the highlight doesn't really cover it as well as I thought, but we could do graying and do this. Let's see what... It's yellow. There we are, gold blonde. I don't think she had quite this skin tone. Let me look at her skin tone real quick in the art. Let's check how much time we're having. 6 minutes. We're almost out of it. Yeah. Where are you? There you are. And this pops on the screen. I'm not too worried about it. In fact, it does. Oh, okay, yeah. So green at the base. She is kind of tanner skin, though. Yeah. Okay. So let's try a different hairstyle. Look at this again real quick. Pull it off to the side. And yeah, this is exactly the reason why... Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Longer hair. Covers ears. Kind of wavy. This actually works. It was a deeper green, wasn't it? How about reduce this? What would the highlights look like? Idea. Okay. There we go. We're going to have some wood elf hair here. And then go down here. There we go. Now, general. No, not quite the right jaw shape.
Where to next?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Is that about right? Too round. Just kind of more rectangular face. There, that is kind of good. That actually works really well. Okay. Skin color. Oh wow, there are a whole bunch of Yuan Ti skin colors here. There we go. That's what they decided for Yuan Ti skin colors, huh? Freckle intensity? Those could be like scales, I guess. Oh, she's pretty young. You can't... Vitiago is a lack of melanin, so I can see why you can't adjust that. She didn't have any scars to speak of. Okay. Now, what I can't do with her, so I probably wouldn't be actually playing her, is her weapons of choice were a dagger and a whip. And she did have shield, so it would either be the dagger or the whip. But, so I wouldn't actually be able to play her the way I played her on the tabletop. And also, I don't like repeating characters from one thing to another. They have, because the story is very different, and it feels a little bit of an immersion break when I repeat characters. Because it's like, I know this story. This story goes this way. Anyway, so this is a fairly close as I can get for Caress, I guess. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.